Ah, my head! Oh, I'm screwed! You know that feeling when you stare at your game library for hours, thinking of the perfect game to play just to end up watching YouTube? Yeah, oh, I know it too well. I could tell you all there is to know about the Mother series, or maybe even about Robopon if I'm feeling brave, or even Mario Kart Wii. Ugh. There's this little thing called analysis paralysis. You've probably experienced this. Overthinking a decision to the point where it gets extremely difficult, or just maybe straight up impossible to decide. That happens to me a lot. Overthinking is basically my middle name, and it's not something I hide. You can clearly tell I'm like that. Just look at me. I've been suffering with that condition for years. I bought Miitopia for the Switch a few years ago, and guess who still hasn't played it? Go ahead, guess. Yeah, you got me, it's me. And surprisingly, having too many games actually makes it harder to play any of them. What? Who would have known? That's another little thing called the paradox of choice, where we have a bunch of options that actually requires effort to choose between, so it usually leaves us feeling pretty bummed out with our choice in the end. Just because of that, our brains get super overwhelmed, so instead of picking a game, we just don't. Like, I could start playing Persona 5, but what if I start a game that's only 10 hours instead of 1,000 million? But then, what if I don't feel like playing that? And I'll just end up playing Fortnite again. Fuck! 2025 is the perfect year for a consumer like me, where games are more accessible than ever, with constant Steam sales, game passes, bundles, super cheap game keys in shady websites, marketing strategies that scream at you, you need this! Even though you still have more than 150 unplayed games in your backlog. So many of those games just end up right back on the shelf, waiting for you to try them, or even worse, having them downloaded but never actually playing them. Still, you can clearly see that the people behind all this are low-key awful. They manage to hit us with the fear of missing out, nostalgia bait, and a bunch of deals that trick your brain into thinking you're saving money on games, but you just end up spending more and never actually touching them. Sometimes you can get pretty lucky with those deals though, like getting Jerk Off in Class Simulator for only 79 cents! What a steal! You don't even know, this whole sales thing is super serious for me. I might have no money to my name, but when there's a sale, I am not leaving empty-handed. I own 12 farming sims despite only touching grass maybe once a year. Why is it green? And then there's the guilt that slowly builds over you. I paid $60 for Miitopia. I really should play it. It's only one game. One game I need to play. Look man, we're not that different. We both would like to be doing other stuff. Well, actually I would kinda like to play you. Whoops. Well, now I can't really play it anymore. But, oh well, I just remembered that I have the attention span of a caffeinated ferret. I can't just marathon a 60-hour me-based RPG because I played the demo 9 years ago on loop on my 3DS and I thought it looked cool on sale. There's just a lot of games, from Mario Maker 2 to Yakuza 0 with a little bit of Tears of the Kingdom sprinkled on top. It's a whole pile of shame that I desperately need to get myself into. But with new games coming hard like they never came before, and work piling up of course, I find it so hard to go back and play those old ones. They pile up physically, digitally, on Steam, on the Switch, on the PS4, on the Wii U. Yeah, on the Wii U, it's that bad. And who could forget the classic, Oh, I'll just start this game right after I finish this other one, knowing damn well that the other one is still waiting in line behind 5 others. So many games. So many games. So many games! I bought a game while writing the script. Yup, Puyo Puyo Tetris. I didn't even install it yet. Gaming is supposed to be a hobby, not a second job. But now look at me. There's one thing my life needs to be for me to know I was successful in it. It needs to be fully monetized. So the time I'm not recording footage or making content is time I feel like I'm losing. And I don't have enough space on my hard drive to record everything I do. But hey, at least I own Metopia. But for real now, don't stress yourself with your backlog problems. Take it easy, like one game at a time, because our heads aren't really programmed to do more than one thing at the same time. I mean, mine is. I can freaking tell you my whole life story while playing Splatoon 3. Okay, I can't. If you pick that one game you think you can fixate on and make it your personality for the next like month and a half, and really focus on just that one game, I'm 100% sure everything will work out. And if your whole life needs to be monetized, just like mine, or you need to have a purpose to play a video game as a way to not feel like you're wasting time, just grab a couple of friends and share your screen to them. Or maybe start streaming as a way to archive everything. At the end of the day, don't just stress yourself over your backlog. It will all come to place. Just have fun! But still, the best way to beat games is bringing your Switch to work and playing under your desk. Just please don't tell my boss I do this.